Once upon a time, FC Barcelona ruled the footballing world, with legends like Lionel Messi dazzling on the pitch and Pep Guardiola orchestrating a symphony of success. But as the years have passed, the tides have turned. In recent seasons, Barcelona faced monumental challenges, crippling financial troubles, a squad in disarray, failure to register new signings, and extremely disappointing campaigns in both the La Liga and the Champions League. Yet, as the dust settles and the echoes of the past begin to fade, something incredible is happening. New talent is stepping up from La Masia. The club's identity is being rekindled through dominance in games and beating Europe's big teams. A new coach with an exciting style of play has got FC Barcelona ticking once again. After 5 years of confusion, worry and heartbreak for the Barca fans, are we set to see Europe dominated once again by the Catalan outfit? And are FC Barcelona well and truly back in business? Hello and welcome back to HITC Football. My name is Jack Durkin. How are you all doing, people? I hope you are all very, very well. Today, I want to talk about the resurgence of FC Barcelona. They've absolutely transformed in the space of 3 months, and they are looking back to their absolute best. There's numerous reasons for that, and we're going to take a look at why the new exciting team of Barcelona under Hansi Flick is absolutely excelling in world football at this current moment. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you are new around here. Let's get stuck into the recent success of FC Barcelona. Now, I for one, I'm absolutely over the moon that Barcelona are looking back to their best. They're an absolute European giant, and growing up watching the likes of Lionel Messi, Sergio Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, David Villa, Pedro, the list goes on. It's almost been a little bit painful to see the downfall over the past 5 years. But where did that downfall start? Now, it's not breaking news to everyone that Barcelona have found themselves in some deep financial turmoil, which has obviously been a stark contrast to success on the pitch in recent times. But it's reported that FC Barcelona's debt is a staggering 1.3 billion euros. Imagine the party you'd have with that much money, by the way. My word. Now, the debt came from a concoction of reasons. Poor management, wanting to stay dominant in Europe by signing players for astronomical figures, and these players not going on to achieve what they really should have. Just two examples of this. Ousmane Dembele was recruited at an estimated cost of 147 million euros. Someone that over the years was meant to be the next big thing, but has been so bloody average, it's unbelievable. We've seen glimpses of what he can do. We've seen glimpses of who he can be. But when it comes down to it, he's just a woulda, coulda, shoulda. Another player they signed for stupid money was Philippe Coutinho. His transfer fee potentially rose to a whopping 160 million euros. Liverpool absolutely laughing in the money. Just transfer fees, but player wages as well. You can imagine what some of them superstars were on per week, per month, per year. This then all mixed in with spectator revenue loss as well from the likes of COVID, people not coming to watch the games. In an already escalating financial crisis, this just aggravated the downfall of FC Barcelona. This all then mixed in with poor performances on the pitch. Bayern Munich beating Barcelona 8-2 in an absolute thrashing in the Champions League. Luis Suarez signing for Atletico Madrid on a free. PSG dispatching of Barcelona in the Champions League the following year as well with absolute ease. Getting knocked out of the Europa League by Eintracht Frankfurt. Players aren't able to be registered and play and compete for the team. Loan signings here, free signings there. More and more debt being built up by signing more and more players. It really was not looking good for Barcelona. But this season, the 24-25 campaign so far, Barcelona are a different beast. It's Jekyll and Hyde. It's night and day from the past few seasons, and from the outside looking in, it is extremely exciting. So what are the changes this season? What are the reasons, the key factors for why Barcelona are back to their booming best? Well, one of the main reasons, one of the biggest factors indeed, is the new manager, Hansi Flick. The German has taken Spain by storm. They've only lost twice all season to Monaco and Osasuna, sitting 6 points clear in the La Liga. After a week involving exorcisms of European giants in Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. And it's very fitting that Hansi Flick, the manager of Barcelona, has just gone and destroyed Bayern Munich 4-1 when in the reverse fixture not too long ago, I touched on it earlier, Barcelona lost 8-2 to Bayern Munich. And who was in charge of Bayern Munich? Hansi Flick. Now, Hansi Flick has been pretty much successful wherever he's been. He won the Champions League with Bayern Munich. He's won 2 Bundesligas as well as the German Cup. The man's record speaks for itself. And obviously Barcelona knew what they were getting when they signed him, but I don't think they could have guessed or anticipated just how successful he will have been straight away. But how has he changed Barcelona? How has he turned them around so quickly? Well, there's a few different things that he's implemented in his short space of time there already. First of all, he's installed a lot more intensity into their game. You can see it in their matches. He's changed their training sessions, making the players stay longer at the ground. They eat after their training sessions. They spend more time together. They stay over after some games, and he prioritizes rest and recovery sessions as opposed to players spending more time with their families. He has no problem in calling players out. He dropped Jules Koundé for being late to a meeting, but he understands that players will only listen to this discipline if they're enjoying themselves on the field. And his simple but aggressive tactical plan has hit the ground running. They have a high defensive line. They press really intensely. Brave defenders, a compact team shape. They've caught opposition teams offside 77 times so far this season. 8 of those came from Kylian Mbappe in the El Clasico over the weekend. And touching on that game, Barcelona ended Real Madrid's 42-game unbeaten streak in La Liga. And not just by the skin of the teeth, by the way. Very, very convincingly. Even with the financial constraints in the summer, he signed really well. He's got rid of players he didn't want or need, and he's just played an absolute blinder. But it's not just Hansi Flick that's been super influential for the Barcelona team this season. It's also a lot down to the youngsters that they've got. The La Masia effect. Now, as I've said, they've faced a lot of financial problems, which meant they couldn't go out this summer and buy probably who Hansi Flick wanted, so he's relied heavily on the academy graduates, the La Masia. And my word, have they returned the favour in the amount of trust that he's put in them young boys. Yes, I said young boys. Get over it. Casado, who's 21, has been superb in that midfield for Barcelona. Last season, he was playing in the 3rd division, and now all of a sudden, he's one of the most exciting prospects in the La Liga. They've also got Pau Kabasi, who is just 17 years old. He was born in 2007, and he's already played 30 games for Barcelona's first team. 2007! This young man was not alive to witness the Zidane headbutt in the World Cup final. He wasn't conceived when Lionel Messi made his debut for Barcelona. He was 2 years old when the South African World Cup took place. 2 years old! I can't even fathom that. I'm basically dead. And yet, he's absolutely flourishing under Hansi Flick. He puts his body on the line with last-ditch defending. His passing out from the back is superb. And I have no doubt he's going to go on to be one of the best defenders in world football. Another 17-year-old that you might not have heard about, Lamine Yamal. Imagine being that good at football at that age. He's got the world at his feet. The flair, the excitement, the skill, the speed. People are comparing him to Neymar, even to Messi. And I feel like he's really going to carry Barcelona to European domination for the next 20 years. But not only are La Masia brilliant on the pitch, they're also helping Barcelona out of that financial trouble they find themselves still in. Fans are falling in love with these footballers, buying merchandise, wanting to buy tickets, coming to see them live. And all these things help in the resurgence of FC Barcelona. And next to these young players, next to these academy graduates, we have got some of the best footballers in world football at this current moment. Lewandowski is back to his best. Leeds United, Rafinha is absolutely tearing it up in La Liga. I'm so happy for this man. I got to see him explode onto the scene at Leeds United. He was unbelievable. He was so good for us. And now he's gone onto the world stage and just took his game to the next level. He was disrespected at the start of the season. Barcelona fans wanted Nico Williams, but Rafinha has well and truly shut them fans up by being probably the best winger in world football at this current moment. He's won Player of the Month. He's took the captain's armband, which looks absolutely perfect on him. He's had a couple of hat-tricks to his name already, one against Bayern Munich in that 4-1 victory. And as I'm recording this, tonight is the Ballon d'Or. Could Rafinha, if he'd have been playing at this level for a little bit longer, been in with a shout for the Ballon d'Or? I really think he could have, and what a story that would have been. From Leeds United to Ballon d'Or. I'd be like a proud dad. And to be fair, me and Rafinha look well similar. I touched on Lewandowski. He's got 12 goals and 4 assists in La Liga this season. 15 goals in all competitions. And although he's getting on a bit, it doesn't look like he's showing any signs of stopping. He's just scoring for fun. And then the final ingredient to that unbelievable trio, we've already touched on him, Lamine Yamal. Absolute star boy. And over the past week, I've been sort of contemplating, are Barcelona back? Are they going to go on and push on? And I think the game over the weekend, the win over Real Madrid, a 4-0 thrashing, really put it into perspective for me. Barcelona are back. Average players like Koundé, Martinez, Balde have turned into some of the best in the world. Some of the football being played, the tactics implemented, the style of play is so exciting, it's exhilarating. It makes you want to watch and support Barcelona once again. And Barcelona still have challenges. Of course they do. There's still plenty of chaos off the pitch. More money, more levers will still be needed in January for them to register Olmo for the remainder of the season. And maintaining the levels of energy they currently have is going to be tough all season. They'll probably get punished sometimes for playing a high defensive line. And yeah, they probably are favourites to win the La Liga now. Potentially even the Champions League. That's probably more of a stretch. But could they do it? I definitely think they could. And Barcelona supporters have suffered a lot in recent years. To go from having such a dominant side in Europe to what they've had for the past few seasons must have been tough. And it also makes competitions much more exciting to see Barcelona doing well in them. I, for one, am so happy that Barcelona are back to their best. I'm excited to see what they can achieve this season. I'm excited to see what they can achieve in the next few seasons because I think they could really, really begin to dominate in Europe once again. Hansi Flick is a genius. Lamine Yamal is unbelievable. Rafinha is one of the best footballers I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. But it feels good to have Barcelona back amongst Europe's best. Let me know what your thoughts are. How do you think Barcelona are going to get on this season? Will they win the La Liga? Will they win the Champions League? What's going to happen for the upcoming seasons? Let me know in the comments. If you've enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you want to see more of these style of videos, then let me know in the comments as well. Subscribe if you're new around here, people. The videos are coming thick and fast. We had a hiatus. We were away for a little bit, but we're back and bigger and better than ever. I've been Jack Durkin. This has been HITC Football. It's always a pleasure, never a chore. When you leave, close the door. Take it easy, people. Barcelona are well and truly back, baby.